Hello everyone, welcome back to the next part of my walkthrough. We're back in Kalusha, about to go on with Alize in Mount Glog's shadow. Alize is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphinaud has saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Claire and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Uh-oh. Very well then. Just take care out there. Take care out there. If you sense even the slightest danger, pray turn back at once. I make no promises. Besides, it doesn't look like Alize went on too far ahead. Oh, that looks like another village up ahead. And there's mountain. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet up at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while then. Okay. This is actually a nice little road. Lots of rocks, dead land. Ooh, we're getting close to the village. I think I can see it from here, in fact. So is this where we're going to meet up with the dwarves? Oh, under attack, of course. I just wanted to see how long it would fly there before it attacked me. There we go. Alright, that's one less Sin Eater down, only hundreds of thousands to go. So it doesn't look like we'll be meeting with the dwarves just yet. But they've got to lead us there eventually. So I'm guessing this looks like another monster's coming out. Oh no! Even better, we got two of them! I mean, at least one of them is somewhat pretty. One down. And that's both down. Let's head on ahead. So, how are we going to be getting up there? I mean, I think an airship is really only solution. Regardless what Y'shtola says, I Unless we suddenly sprout wings and learn to fly. Where's Alize? That's a pile of sticks. Okay, that's a strange monster. Glad to see you made it in one piece.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to... Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us at Top Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Once again, he shows up so conveniently. Oh, that's a cool mount. I just have to see this. Oh, that's different. But in a good way. Glad to see that they're actually reaching out to design new monsters. They're strange as hell, but hey. That is pretty cool. I mean, who would come up with an idea like that? Other than people who are on drugs or something. That would be cool though, you know, just to go under drugs just one time, just to see what you would see. I always wanted to go to the dentist's office and just have them put me under just so that I could see what my twisted imagination could come up with. But no, seriously guys, don't do drugs. And we're back at the ladder. Is this where we were supposed to be? Oh, okay, yeah, so I was right. Thought we would be heading back to the village. Oh, we have everyone here! I'm told you went ahead to scout out the volcano. I don't suppose some grappling hooks would suffice. Well, they could, but we're going to need some really long rope. All that grinding and shaking, I was afraid the lift floor would fall out from underneath me. But don't worry, I'm sure the trembling will go away soon. Soon after you left, who should arrive in Amity but Urianger and the Exarch? I'm glad they were able to find you. Forgive us our delay. The Exarch arrived and we took some time to apprise him of our mission. Thus are we all gathered, though Reen, I am afeard, did not much enjoy the ascent. Yeah, I could tell. Concerned for my health, are you? Indeed, we are a little far from the Crystarium, but rest assured this old man can muster up another wind for what is to come. Oh, don't mind us, we're just taking in the sights. Oh, such an exhilarating ride, and such a magnificent view! Nothing in Yulmore compares to this! She's a sweet lady. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time we tackle our next obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Glug. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. Alright, next up is a gigantic undertaking. Alize would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthri's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro. But without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Balderdash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. A solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable... It would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Let's see. First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to acquire the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoray. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Maud soup. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Adventurers of no import.
No import? You expect me to believe that after you just promised me the help of the better part of the world?
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Oh, that is just hilarious. The poor guy just got roped into helping us and has no say in the matter. Well, let's go talk with him real quick then. When he asked for my hand, my husband promised me that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens, and now he'll do it. Oh, lucky for us. Shall we see how we might be of service? Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need the intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Oh, not exactly. What? A village of Yamorian exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. Oh, this will never work. Never! I never should have fixed that ready lift. Never should have written it up here. Never should have, never should have. Yeah, I think he's kind of having a breakdown. Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. Bet he has it in him, Claire. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring. Oh, okay. I thought we were just going to have to rally or cheer him up, but this is something a little bit more interesting. Encourage Chai knows. Duty commence. It really warrants a duty commence. Chai Nuz is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size? No one's even dreamed of it. Alphinaud once struggled to collect firewood. He did? But he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. Chai Nuz still harbors some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not bally likely to give it. Tristel's among them, you said so yourself. Least you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. There is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. Chai Nuz still harbors some misgivings. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contribution will change that. And even by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. It's less absurd than the change that's come to Yulmore. Well, I can't argue with that logic. Enormous as the task is, it's simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. From that perspective, it's not entirely unrealistic. Chai Nuz is feeling somewhat optimistic. But realistic or no, there's no guarantee of success. There are risks to consider should the venture fall. Imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Bolfrey and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Oh, I can't help it. Then we'll go together. Oh, so I can die with you? How very kind of you to offer. But if it's all the same, I'd rather keep on living. Chai Nuz still harbors some misgivings. How can you remain so optimistic throughout all this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love. Indeed. What else could compare us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. Chai Nuz is burning with motivation. Yay! Yes, by the gods, I can do this! I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tristel. My love, things are liable to become dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No! Wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Oh, come on. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forge on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days. I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I am glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Okay. That sounded very strange. And it sounds so familiar now that I think of it. You know, there is a rumor about who this guy is. And I didn't really believe it at first, but the more that we go on, the more I'm starting to think that it might be possible. I don't want to say it in case I turn out to be wrong, but... I mean, I don't understand how he could be here, but it would explain a lot of other things. You! You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Glug by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You've every right to be upset. Valfrey's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you. Once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Glug. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. We'll be counting on you. Oh boy, quest complete! Yay! Ah, Wicked White! Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbued magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. Think I know what that is. The hearts? That's right, the heart! I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. Alright, that's interesting. Ideally, a Talos heart should be made from ore found in the self-same region as the stone for the catalyst. Let's see what Tristal can tell us. I'm glad Tristal was willing to lend us an ear. It's but a small step, but I pray that this will pave the way for reconciliation. Quest for a Talos heart. This presents an unexpected opportunity. Really? For what? Meet the Thralls. Crystal knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. Awesome! But I think that will be it for now. I can't wait. We're finally going to the Dwarf Village. So, until next time.